Limassol. As you can see, there's some stunning bike paths here, and as time goes on, there's getting more and more of them, and they're really enjoyable to ride on. Now Limassol is a big place. This is downtown in the city centre, but there are some other stunning cycle routes in the mountains which you'll see in many other videos that we do. These are the beach parks of Molos. We're now heading towards the old town, which you'll see in a minute. We're now coming into the marina. This is quite new, with a classic style pigeons. Just a quick view of the marina. And there you go. Shouldn't be on the bike here, but there's no one around. I'm back on the path, and just over there in the distance you can see parts of the old town. Back into the new build marina. These are some of the properties on the marina. This is where all the rich people live. And just there you can see a mosque. That's another part of the old town there. This is the industrial part of the old town, but just around this corner on the left, in normal times it's full of tourists, people, nice coffee shops, but unfortunately we're in a semi-lockdown at the moment. There we go, down there. Continue along the coast. I'm going to pick up the bike path again in a minute. I was going to pick up the bike path, but I'll just take you on a quick tour inside the old town. You can see there's little touristy little shops here. Lots of places still closed down. Little side streets. Court buildings. More coffee shops. Cypriots love coffee. We're now at the bottom of Aniksartisia Street, where all the shops are, where all the ladies go and buy expensive handbags. And we're now still in the old town. I'll turn right here, we go down to St Andrew's Street, which runs parallel with the seafront. Again, down here there's plenty of restaurants where people come out to eat and drink in normal times. I'll let the girl go there because in Cyprus the driving is not the best. And now I've just made a right turn off St Andrew's Street, and as you can see there, coming up in front of us is the sea. As I said before, St Andrews runs parallel with the sea. I'll get across there onto the bike path on the coast road and go along there for a bit. And there we go, back on the path. It's stunning along here. It's mid-February. It's pretty cool and sunny, which is perfect weather for cycling. You can see people in the sea. St Andrew's Catholic Church there behind me, and the big blue building next to it is where my wife works. She's on the 7th floor. Imagine the torture of working and looking out at people just sunbathing on the beach. It's like a jail. More pigeons. You can see for February, mid-February, what a beautiful day it is. Stunning. And as I mentioned before, Limassol is one big construction site. It's just growing and growing. Population's getting higher. There's these big buildings that get sold usually to rich Russians. This one here is the Trilogy, but it's not a trilogy because they only decided to build 2 towers for financial reasons. But you can see that they are going up. They're going to be the highest buildings in Limassol, and the present one is the one that's being constructed there. You can see the 1 tower. All along the seafront there's big skyscrapers appearing day by day. And next to the 1 tower there, there's the Twin Towers. They were the first major big buildings to go up a few years back. And there we have it, the 1 tower. You can see how high up it goes. Still being constructed. It's been about 3 years now. The building you see there is the Oval. That's office block. You can see now Limassol's one big long strip at the front, and just to the left there there's a church that I used to go to, which closed down. Bennigan's, another fine fish restaurant there in Limassol Nautical Club. Approaching Dasudi on the right here. This is one of the only green parts in Limassol, unfortunately, in the city. This is excellent for walking the dog, picnicking in the summer. I'll lift the camera up a bit. And just beyond there again is the sea. That street there is where I live. I'm lucky enough to live 200 metres from the sea walking, so the summertime is excellent. Back on the path, and we're heading now into Limassol, and this is where I'll make a left and go up around the Limassol Dam for you all to see. also with Limassol. It's a lot quieter up here, more peaceful. Just in front of me there, maybe you can see it behind the trees, that's the dam, and I'm going to go on both sides of the dam. I'll go to the left towards the village of Crunda, and then I come back, as you can't go around the dam. I'll go over the dam and then up there on the right side, and I do this ride about once a week. It just gets you away from things, it's peaceful, very nice, and you can see it better there in front. So I've just made a small climb up to the dam, which is just there. It is a good ride this, because there's lots of ups and downs. It's good for your health, but there's some stunning scenery as well, which you'll see in just a minute. This is the dam, and as I say, we're going this side, we're going about another 5k towards Crunda. Usually here on Saturday mornings, weekends, there's a dragon boat team, or a couple of dragon boat teams, and they train on there on the dam. It's absolutely perfect conditions for dragon boating. I'm still making my way to Crunda. As you can see, it's so peaceful up here, and the scenery is, it's actually quite stunning, and at the moment it's nice and green, perfect. And look at that, stunning. We're now entering the village of Crunda, one of the many thousands of villages in Cyprus. In every village, usually there's a church and a coffee shop. And we're pretty much at the end of the village already. There's the coffee shop. And here at the end, there's a famous climb, the Crunda climb, which unfortunately the road's blocked off at the moment, so we won't be doing that today. There he says that's the beginning of the climb, and also the end of the village. So there at the end of the village, I just made a U-turn, as I say, come back out to the village now, and if you can see just up there, that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to cross the dam and just go over the other side now. There's a bit more climbing on the other side. And now you can see it, the dam. That's where we're going to go across. And just a steady climb up. It's just a bit time consuming actually making this video, because you have to put the video down, the camera down, and go past. Go and pick the camera up, turn it around, go past, go back for it, so it's all time consuming. Just look at this, Finicaria, 50 years ahead. I really haven't got time for 50 years, but let's see if we can get 50 kilometres. The higher it gets, the more beautiful the views become. And this is one of the reasons why I just love cycling. The classic bike at the top of the hill shot. Just show you around there. You can see where I went across, came back across the dam, came up here, and then I'll just head down there towards Finicaria. As I said before, you can't cross the dam, so you have to come back. But it's still a good challenging ride. much. Both sides of the dam done now. I'll take this nice big downhill down to Limassol now. I'll turn left and show you some of the east of Limassol. Back downtown Limassol. I'm on the east side of Limassol now, and I'm just coming up to 42 kilometers. I wanted to get 50, so there is a point down here where I'll just turn around shortly. This is again the land of the tall buildings and the construction, but it is a nice part of Limassol, this end. This is the point where I'm going to turn around and just head back towards home, but just before I do, I'll show you the cruise ships that are all parked over there. You can see from here there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think there's 7 cruise ships there just stranded due to the coronavirus. They should be sailing around the world now, but they're just parked there. And I believe it's a very expensive parking plot. I'm now back on the bike path, which it probably stretches about 15 kilometers from the west to east of Limassol, with just a couple of breaks in it, but it is a really nice path. As I say, in some future videos I'll be showing you some of the mountain villages and some really spectacular climbs and views. That's pretty much me done now. You can probably hear there's a strong headwind. I'm just heading home, and that's it. I've got my 50 k's in, I've made a video. That's it, see you soon. Thanks for watching the video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. We are the European Cyclopaths. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube. If you do like the videos, just click like on the Facebook page and the YouTube channel, like the video. Please subscribe. I do need subscribers on there, and on there you'll see lots of amazing cycling videos throughout Europe. Not only do we do cycling, we support charities. The charity in particular that I support is the Serious Dog Sanctuary in Limassol. There is a big animal neglect problem here in Cyprus, and any charity that does something to protect these animals, I will support. Thanks for watching again, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.